A holy man was having a conversation with God. A holy man was having a conversation with the Lord one day and said, "Lord, I would like to know what heaven and hell are like." The Lord led the holy man to two doors. He opened one of the doors and the holy man looked inside. In the middle of the room was a large round table. In the middle of the table was a large pot of stew, which smelled delicious and made the holy man's mouth water. The people sitting around the table were thin and sickly. They appeared to be starving. They were holding spoons with very long handles that were strapped to their arms, and each found it impossible to reach into the pot of stew and take a spoonful. Because the handle was longer than their arms, they could not get the spoons back into their mouths. The holy man shuddered at the sight of their misery and suffering. The Lord said, "You have seen hell." They went to the next room and opened the door. It was exactly the same as the first one. There was the large round table with the large pot of stew, which made the holy man's mouth water. The people were equipped with the same long-handled spoons, but here the people were well-nourished and plump, laughing and talking. The holy man said, "I don't understand." "It is simple," said the Lord. "It requires but one skill. You see, they have learned to feed each other, while the greedy only think of themselves. They each filled their spoon and reached for the mouth of another person. They would feed that person, and the other person, in turn, would feed them. They were demonstrating love, not greed." John chapter 13 verses 34 and 35, "I give you a new commandment, love one another. As I have loved you, so you also should love one another. This is how all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." It's just like evangelization, isn't it? Someone, usually your parent, loved you enough to lead you by the hand to church. The church taught you about the faith, and so did your parents, not only with religious education but a daily demonstration of how they led their lives. You will, hopefully, lead others to the church because of your daily demonstration of Catholic morals and traditions.